What up? Hello, Nick Skulls here. Hi, Nick Skull. How's it going? Welcome. I never know what to do with my hands, but they're there. The hands are there. How's it going, everybody? Halfd0rk here. I have plenty to do. So much to do. You know what I wish I was doing, though? I wish I was in NFT NYC. They look like they're having lots of fun. Got to meet everybody. I didn't get to meet everybody. I'm just saying you would get to meet everybody. Okay, let's not let's not think about it too much. Hey, what up? OG Shakespeare's here. How you doing? Keep your top shot. Waking up. I'm still working on it. Got the coffee. I got a good sleep in-ish. Long story short, I slept after dinner for like 4 or 5 hours, and I worked through the night. I had a good,
I'm
good
here.
work.
The party starts now.
Cyber Phoenix Studios. Another day, another raid. Thanks, Cyber Phoenix. Thank you so much. You guys know who it is. It's Red Panda. It's Loot Queen. What's up, friends? Shout out. This guy. Guys. Guy and girls. People. These people. Thank you very much. Welcome, Raiders. Vox Machina. How's it going, dude? And we got Ben. What's up, Ben? Hey. Loot Queen, welcome in. Marley Man Hookah. How's it going? Caratros. How's your game going? Tell us some more. Tell me everything. Fearlicia's here. Hi, Fearlicia. You hate me? Nope. Keep her top shot. It's impossible to hate anyone. Oh, hey. Keep her top shot. Hey, Philip. What up, Philip? Oh, hey. Keep her top shot.
Oh, hey. Keep her top shot from
Hey.
Twitch.
Ooh.
What's up?
Logic today. Caratros. I am into it because I also need to do a lot of logic. So maybe that can be like my comparison partnered to-do list. I need to do it too. Hey, don't drop that. Iki-on. What up, Iki? Iki-on. And Cold Cuts. Cold Cuts. Andy Jack, welcome. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for joining me today. Let me show you this monstrosity that I've been working on in Vox Edit. So this is what I kind of started on last night. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It looks like a bacon-wrapped meatball right now. And maybe that's the planet. Maybe the planet is bacon wrapped meatball. More faces. Yeah, there's a lot of faces. But yeah, I'm getting very bacon from the planet here. Very bacon, and then this is the meatball here. So the meatball I made, it's a planet. The planet I made in Magic Voxel. And I've been trying to experiment with texture painting. It just doesn't work well with spheres. So texture painting is kind of designed, I guess, for flat surfaces. So it doesn't really work well with the spheres. I'm stuck. GameMaker's not working. Uh-oh, Philip. Last night, it crashed for me. And looking at the progress that was lost, I lost a lot of progress. But these things happen. I kind of called it a night when GameMaker crashed. It was a cloud. If anybody was awake, you know, when it happened, it was cloud flare or something. Cyber Phoenix, one of these days. I'm surprised you're up as early as you are. But regardless, thank you so much. Cyber Phoenix, have yourself a fantastic day. Wicked, what up, dude? Yeah, Cartros, I don't know how to, you know, prepare for the things that happened last night, other than saving more often. Because, more or less, I lost probably 30 minutes of progress, it looks like. Just gauging from, you know, where I left off last night. But more or less, I worked on animations for my spaceship. What else did I do? I did more planeting. So you saw my bacon wrapped meatball. That's the new planet. I kind of plotted out the platform here. So this is, I think, what I'm committing to is the height and depth of our space. But I need to kind of like build out the top ceiling a little bit more. But I'm pretty happy with the positions. And these yellow markers basically tells me, oh, the invisible platform goes right here. But you can see my little tiny spaceship has boosters. I did... Oh. No. I lost a lot of progress last night. Whatever. These things happen. So I say that because I had updated the model, and that was like pretty early on into the day. I tried lasers. I don't know how I feel about them. The lasers aren't great. The boosters, I also edited them a little bit. Just a little bit. But now they're not symmetrical. That's starting to annoy me. So you can see going forward, backwards, a little boost function there. But yeah, lasers was something I added, but I don't think I need it. We'll see. Good May, what up, Noble? Welcome. Grinder season. Hey, let's get it, Cyber Phoenix. You're not talking about the app, are you? Either way, whatever type of grinder you're on, Cyber Phoenix, enjoy. That's all you, bro. Looking nice. Thanks, Hirotros. I would say what I'm looking to do, and this will probably be the logic side of things, is I'm going to attach to each one of my planets here, kind of like a, hey, come read me. Just, that's pretty much it. Read me. And what will happen is the ship will interact. And then once you interact, it's sending out like this wave right here. It's technology. So this will like kind of pop up when you like interact. And you're like sending out, let's say, like a sensor wave. I'm sure I'll think of like a fun word. But yeah, it turns out I lost quite a chunk of work last night. Which, that's pretty frustrating, to be honest. But c'est la vie. We just gotta pick it back up and go again. C'est la vie. As Sebastian would say, because he's French. C'est la vie. Mr. Merrick Mark, welcome in. How you doing? Mr. Merrick Mark. So, what are we doing today? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. We'll have to catch up to where we left off last time. But I'm gonna work on my bacon planet. What's this? This ugly piece of hunk. So it looks like if you're interested in the people of crypto, that there is a public mint occurring in about 15-30 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, 45 minutes. I can't math. So if you're interested in the people of crypto, which I myself minted 2 of them, as it supports LGBTQIA plus individuals. Regardless, if you're interested, the public mint is opening in about 45 minutes ish. Could be sooner. I should probably look into that. It's either in 15 minutes or 45 minutes. One of those. So what are we doing? Vox edit. What are we making? Bacon wrapped meatballs. When do we want it? Now. Let's go ahead and duplicate this one. So, I hate that it looks like bacon because it makes me hungry. Other than that, I love that it looks like bacon because there's meme potential. I would like to change up the color palette, and I'm curious if there's an easy way to do it. So I'm actually going to open up Photoshop, and I'm going to take the color palette of this meatball, and I'm gonna try to cheese it. There are a lot of puns that I'm like potentially missing or hitting. It's all intended. It's all intentional. But I'm gonna try and cheese that color palette. So I'm gonna download it and then kind of change the hue. The hue. Hey, Jayona! Welcome in, Jayona. It's Karatos. It definitely was not. I don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes you just get inspiration from past assets. But also, yes, it is. It is 100% the same thing, just colored differently and edited slightly. Edited. Nervex! Yo! I fixed your button. Off to work on some assets yourself. Luke Queen, have yourself a fantastic day. Planet Bacon is on its way to becoming a legendary asset. You heard it here first, everybody. Planet Bacon will be a legendary asset. But I will likely chop it up and use it for chili. Because right now I hate the colors. So it might not end up being bacon. We'll see. How can I deny it? If the bacon wants to live, it shall. Duplicate. Ring 2. So I'm flipping it. Kind of like one would flip bacon. But yeah, Nervex fixed it. I found out what the problem was. So no worries. I won't bore you with the nerd stuff. Loot Queen, have yourself a nice day. Thanks for stopping in. Same with you, Cyber Phoenix, aka Red Panda. Appreciate the raid. You guys are too nice to me. I don't know what I did at Cyber Phoenix Studios, but I'm glad I did it. And I'll do it again. So, what's the plan here? I'm trying to put the meatball in between the bacon. But it does not want to go willingly into the night. But I can at least use that as a guide. So you can see my planet here. It has like a ring in the middle. So I'm trying to fit my bacon in between those. So has anyone received news from the NFT NYC? I mean, they were up late last night. It's very unlikely anyone that attended will be here this morning, but I'm curious if they like announced anything or if it was just like only party, you know, only party. Never stop. Only party. But yeah, I look forward to hearing about what the Sandbox reveals. My money, my sand, is on them revealing the alpha, season 3. There'll likely be a date drop, an official one. If I were to say a random number between 1 and 30, it'd be 14. Yeah, drunk people spilling beans. True. I hope that too, Kertros. And you know it'll happen. We have to be patient. Because there is no doubt that they are getting wasted. I wonder if it's open bar. You know, it's not too late. I could meet him there. I could go. I could drive up. I could be there. I could sneak in. That might be an adventure, trying to sneak in. But now you're all accomplices, because I told you everything. Ring 3. Good morning, Vivox. How dare you? How do you? Not how dare you. Good morning, V. So this is what? Bacon 1. I'm quite tired, V. As you might have guessed. We're making bacon-wrapped planets at the moment. There's hope. Don't give me hope. Well, what's everyone working on, if anything? Tell me everything or tell me nothing, because those are your beans. You don't have to share them with the class. I've discovered that I am very bad at sharing beans, simply because I spill them. I spill beans pretty frequently. Making a spaceship, the best part. That's the fun part. I agree, Kertros. Right now, I'm making the bacon planet, and as much as I hate to admit it, it's fun. But it's also not like, it could be more fun. How can I make this more fun? Well, I mean, I'd rather make a spaceship myself. Maybe a bacon spaceship. Now I want to make other food-related planets. It's not perfect.
Perfection.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So is anybody else? I know Kertros is definitely competing in this game jam. Little Legion told me he was also going to compete. I'm curious if anybody else here in chat is also doing this game jam, the Voxadeus. We still have roughly 6 days, including today. So I believe it ends on the 27th. So is anyone else partaking? It's always good to have competition. And I look forward to seeing everyone's entries. I personally need to get better at promoting my friends, because you guys do a lot just by, you know, supporting me and being here. And so I want to make an active effort. And why is my bacon is like going in different directions? I hate it. But I want to make an active effort to support you guys more. Resting for a month, Cold Cuts. I can understand that. My first 2 games, I actually like had caffeine overdose. Because the last couple days, like I was working like 14, 15 hours. I'm not saying that's why, but that's what happened to me, and I needed a rest. Yeah, rest. You guys don't neglect the rest. Do not neglect it. It's very easy to neglect it when you're making art, I would say. Like this stuff that we're doing, like we'll think about it as art, but it's still work. Like we're still consistently, you know, showing up to the grind. You know, making our minds exercise to build the thing that we envision. I should be a motivational speaker. You make the thing, your brain hurts after you make it. You should take break. Brain need break. Yeah, I should be a motivational speaker. See, Cold Cuts, I knew it. That's what happened to me. But don't you feel like you made something cool? I know you. I feel like you made something cool. I don't know if you feel like you made something cool. I think that's the reward, you know, with all the stuff we do in the Sandbox, is we have like a tangible product, so an experience even. I think all my life being a creative, like I was a video editor, and so for me, like I had a video that I could share with people, but I was also a video editor for other people. I won't bore you guys with the details, but I worked for a YouTube studio. I was behind the camera, and I was never known. I was anonymous. And so I think there was a lot less of a reward factor outside of, getting paid and having a living wage, which, is a reward in itself. But I think now that I'm a creator for myself, building experiences, building bacon-wrapped planets, like it's just, it feels fulfilling, I think is the right word. And I know the dream is, and this is for all of us, like we're able to make an income based on what we're doing now. So I wish all of you the most luck. 110% luck. 10% power of will. 5% pleasure. 15% pain. And perhaps 700% reason to remember the name. Am I delirious this morning? Yes. I didn't get enough sleep. Voxo Game Jam. It's too late to start. Well, Philip, you can still make something simple if you have assets. You got old assets, getting them polished and animated. Yo, let's go, Philip. So I didn't know that means you've had experience with like voxel art, pixel art. Karatro's 300% pain right now. How do we fix that? Will a bacon-wrapped planet help you, Karatros? Somebody asked me, and I won't say their name, but someone asked me if they could use these planets in their own game. And I'm tempted to say yes. Like, if anybody wants to use these assets, I will make them publicly accessible. Philip started the Magical 4 years ago. Yo, Philip, that's a head start. Wait for us, my guy. Lots of money. Wait, what's lots of money? Wait, there's more. Okay, this is ring 4. This is the last piece of our puzzle, our bacon-wrapped puzzle. Where did we go? Trying to cheese this, wheel as best as I can. Cheese it. Just to give myself a head start, really. Probably unnecessary. Like, I can just be building off of what I've already made. But hey, we like shortcuts here. Wet Noodle. Ayo, what up, dude? Welcome in. Good May. Yo, so I don't know if I mentioned this. Some of you might have heard it. But next time the Game show happens, and they are playing a game, the catchphrase that I'm going to try to push is "Get Good, May." Tell me you hate it. Tell me you love it. What are your thoughts? Get good, May. Huh? Huh? Puns? Huh? Don't you love it? Don't ya? No? Okay. Alright. I'll try again later. So my bacon wrap planet is not going according to plan. Get good, May. Merrick Marks. Get good, May. So like May. So it's like Gigi May. I guess if I don't spell it out, it does kind of not make sense. Get food. If you push it hard enough. Well, felt like I don't want to force a pun. The pun loses its power. It becomes a punishment. Get sleep. V, I would if I could. But I'm drinking all the caffeine. So my bacon wrap planet is not cooperating. Get good food. Get food. Oh. But what food though? But what food though? Oh, that reminds me, I completely forgot, I guess, to mention this. But how would you guys feel about... Okay, hear me out. This might be a long explanation. Or it might be short. If I just get to the explanation. What if you can expend your creator coins to join a game jam with me? I know I'm changing the subject. This is a touchy subject. But you could team up with me using your creator coins. Nervex likes it. That'd be interesting. Nick still likes it. Okay, okay. Also, for those of you that don't game jam, you could sponsor somebody. We might do like a bidding war, maybe, for creator coins. And, you know, this was me spitballing. But, like, for these teams, like, maybe one could be kind of like a patron. So, like, you're purchasing a spot on the team. And that might be with, like, ETH. You know, one might be a raffle. So it's like a giveaway. So it's, you know, people enter into this giveaway, likely with the creator coin. And then whoever is selected joins the team. And then this last one might be, like, purchased auction style with creator coins. Let's go. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you guys are into it. Hey, Jazzwolf, what up? Ooh la la. Mark, are you French? Parlez-vous français? Comment allez-vous? How many CC? Well, that's the question. I would say,
Why,
depending on the want. Hey, Sad Black Eyes, what's up, dude? Welcome. Depending on the want, I would say, would make the price. And that's why I'm suggesting maybe like a bidding war almost. SSK Wolf, yo! Welcome. Save. Thank you, Merrick. Merrick's like, no, not French. Hey, I say random French things sometimes. But yeah, I was thinking about rewards for creator coins, because we got to start spending them faster. Like, some of you are just hoarding. Oh my goodness, I hate it so much, but I also like it. My bacon wrapped meatball here. I guess we'll have to see how it looks in the game maker. Also, we're over 5k faces, so I'm going to have to make some choices. The easiest choice is to just delete these. Now that's a spicy meatball. As the kids would say. But who am I kidding? Let's see how many faces I just saved. I just saved 10% or more of my faces by deleting extra faces. You might be missing one. Merrick, you might actually be missing one. I haven't sent out last week's yet. So that's on me. I haven't sent out last week's. Sorry, everybody. I know you're itching to just have it. You can't really do anything with them. I wish I had a system. But I also, you know, like the simplicity of what it is right now, where it's just, you know, I send you a coin. Bacon. This is bacon 4. I thought the meme thing was cool, but nobody wants memes anymore. Nobody wants memes. Like, you know how you used to be able to, and you still are able to, redeem a coin to put your favorite meme in the stream? Some of you took advantage of that, and I appreciate you. You know who you are.
Oh no! Emotional damage!
See? We got some examples here. Hey, Little Legion, what up? Little Legion, I saw your message. And right now the answer is yes. But I also haven't finished them. My bacon ring is not looking great. Not happy with the bacon here. Yeah. For those of you curious, I suppose we could talk about it. Yeah. I mean, Little Legion had asked me to use these planets. And so I want to open this to everyone. You can... I want to say out loud, like, you guys can use these planets. I do not mind. All it is a sphere I made in Magic Voxel and I painted. I'm totally cool with you guys using these planets. However, the Game Jam rules specifically state that you need to have made the assets yourself. So, I mean, if I were to be a gambling man, I wouldn't say you should use my assets. Like, I would say you should not use mine. You should make your own. All it is a sphere that I painted. Like, you can make one of these bad boys without the ring. This bacon ring, ooh, that's extra. That costs extra, baby. The bacon rings don't come cheap. But yeah, anybody can make these. I mean, it's not like I have like a secret ingredient here. The secret ingredient is bacon. So the last thing I want to do is I want to tilt the planet itself, or orbit, so it looks like it's, you know, rotating. The ring around it doesn't need to move. So we'll do the rotate, which will be its own kind of like sub controller. So now I can go to the last keyframe, which we only have access to 20. The rumor is next box edit will have 30 seconds, so on and so forth. But it's going to end on 0. However, it does appear that my rotation point is offset. Is there an easy way to center this? Let's find out. I mean, that's better. So I guess I can just keep moving the planet till it's like completely centered here. That's a good start, I'd say. So we'll do ends at 359.8. Ooh, also my main here. I'm gonna copy that last keyframe, make sure it's at the start as well. But the rotation, which we should definitely duplicate this animation. So we'll do rotate 01. And then for the idle, I'll make sure everything's removed. Delete. So we've got the rotate. Which we will paste onto this keyframe as well. Main. So that's the offset for the rotation. Is that what we want? I don't think it's what we want. So the main is what we need to move. Position it like so. And that way we can move the rotation. If we want to try and make that center. This ring is making everything complicated. Bacon! What is the plan to make the ellipse at an angle? So the ellipse you mean by the sphere? It's just to kind of almost simulate that off-center rotation. Because no planet is completely vertical. No planet's completely vertical. It ain't perfect. I just need to move on though.
Perfection.
It's not. It's not perfection. It's getting worse.
Perfection.
Okay, well, moving on. I'll worry about the other part later. We're gonna make it rotate. So let's see if we can make it look like a clean rotation. It's not center. I'm already looking at it. It's not center. So it's like rotating around this pivot point right here. So I need to then place the pivot point directly underneath, like that. I'll move everything around it. It's fine. One sec. So Bacon Planet, do me well. So we want to rotate. Let's try it. It's still a little bit off center. So we can even see the center here. Try and cheese it. I guess I can just delete this keyframe for now. Because all we're really working on is this control keyframe, the rotate. There we go. Looks good. So we're going to bring it to 179.5. Then we're going to skip a keyframe. We'll do 180.5. So what that does is it tells the planet, like, hey, the fastest way back to 0, now that you're at over 180, is to keep going. Once you hit 360, you'll automatically reset. And the planet's like, oh, okay. I didn't know that's how that worked. So now we have our rotating planet here. Which I suppose the rotation doesn't really work well with my bacon ring. It's whatever. We've made a choice. We'll go ahead and create one more child node, and this one will be the offset for our rotation. And that way I can freely move it back into the middle here. And now we have a rotating planet. I'm going to go ahead and save it, and I want to see how it looks in the game. So we can see I actually have a little bit of an offset here with both my rotation. So we'll copy it, put it in the idle. And then we'll take this offset. Or the rotation, right? Copy. Copy that, 10-4. So what is not clicking? What's not clicking? Is it the offset? Copy. Paste. Okay, now we're good. Save. Let's see how it looks in the game maker. We'll do File, Export, Export to Marketplace. That's some nice bacon. Are we dancing already? Wait, am I over 5k faces? No, I'm just under. We're good. We're Gucci. Let's go. Bacon wrapped planet. There's a little bit of a bend in the bacon. That's fine. That adds value. It's greasy. It's a magical planet. Save. Hop on over to the game maker. So I'm about to remove this meme that I realize is still up.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundos.
So what meme should I replace it with? If you've been here, you know, the last 3-4 months, I've had memes for days. Do you remember any memes? I have all of them. I never removed them. So what meme should I replace that with? Any ideas?
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. We already have that one. Asking the real question.
And I love you, random citizen.
It's True Lord Tacos. Do you have a favorite meme? Where's my bacon wrap planet? There it is. Bacon wrap planet's going right over there. Let's go visit. I hate it. Is it climbable? It's not even climbable. It's too dark. You know? So that's why we're gonna test the color palette here. Yo, 9A7A, what up, dude? Is the Force strong with you today?
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Thanks, David Earl Jones. So, what are we doing? Well, I want to take the color palette from VoxEdit, and I'm going to try to butcher it. I'm going to butcher it. That or the pizza. It's like Pizza Planet. But right now it's too dark. I do like how it's rotating. That seems more planety. All my other planets now kind of pale in comparison. Because they're not like on an axis. Maybe I did go a little bit too hard with the axis idea. The Vox Butcher. It's true. I just carved right into those voxels. So what are we doing? I am tabbing back over to VoxEdit. That is not VoxEdit. That's VoxEdit. So in VoxEdit, in our library, we're going to save and we're going to make a backup. Because I have broken things before and it's been bad. So this will be Saturn V1. We'll save it. So Saturn, we're actually going to make another duplicate because I had named it poorly. We're going to do Saturn V2. And then I'm going to back out one more time. And so with Saturn V2, I'm going to change that color palette. Let's go into the planet here. Saturn V2. That does sound like a movie. Pizza the Hut. Sure. I'm down for it. I like it. Alright, so we're going to save our palette. So let's find a easy to find place. We'll just do it in our Box Today's folder. We'll do SatPal. And now I'm going to open up Photoshop. Do I have Photoshop here? Cool. So here's Photoshop. I'm going to find my SatPal. SatPal. That's in Box Today's folder. So with our SatPal, we're going to drag and drop it into Photoshop. We can see this very thin strip here. This is actually all of our colors. So what I'm testing... Oh wait, you guys can't see what I'm seeing. Interesting. Really? Still? No. There it is. Okay, so with this palette, I'm going to basically change the layer style, and I'm going to add a different color. So we're going to go with like an orange here. And I'm going to make that orange a hue, a new shade of, and we need to make it bright. So let us take a look here at the variations of orange we can use. So right now I'm just kind of adding yellow to the old one, and we can see how this shows up. Interesting. Photoshop just doesn't want to update in real time for the stream. Huh. Okay, well, just know I'm exporting a new version. It's a good thing, I guess. You don't get to see behind the scenes. So this would be SatPal 2. So I've now exported a new color palette. I'm going to test now and see if I can load that new palette. It is just yellow. I like how it just replaced it all with one shade of yellow. So that did not work according to plan. It's just one shade of yellow. Let me try that again. Different method, different technique. Interesting. At least it didn't erase it. That's true. And this is why we make backups. So I'm now trying a different method. Let's see if it works. This will be Sat Palette 3. Back into Vox out, edit. Go Sat Palette 3. So it seems to be loading. Nope, nothing. Let's see if I can go back to the old one. The old one works. So that tells me that it has something to do with this line underneath. So we'll try this. File, export. Use Magicka. Also, when you're editing in Photoshop, you need 1 by 256 pixels. I do see what you mean. I have right now it's at 255 by 2. But yes, I also think Magic Voxel would be easier to get the same effect. But Photoshop, I was just hoping would be like a simple 2-step process. Because as you can see, I'm doing it. It looks like we did it. This actually looks like it kept the correct palette. So I think I found out what the problem was. So let's see what our bacon wrap planet looks like. It's a little bit mustardy. A little bit mustardy. Maybe we can go for a different color altogether. I was hoping for like a Saturn type effect. Like a bald daisy. I see it. I can see it. I'm gonna try a different hue now. So I did as V suggested. But that actually wasn't the problem. Or at least we passed the previous problem, and now we have a new problem. I'm really not liking the colors. But I'm going to move on. I'm actually just unhappy with it right now, so I'm going to just save it, close it, work Game Maker for the rest of the stream. But it is 9 a.m. We're going to take a break and play some marbles. Yeah, the shades are close to each other. Okay, now I'm kind of stuck on this meatball idea. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, the people of Crypto public mint should be open. If you are interested in the people of Crypto, which is LGBTQIA plus supporting avatar that you can play and run around in the Sandbox. But we do have plenty to do in the Halfd0rk, so that is where we're going to be picking up after a quick marbles race. Yo, Major Lyra, welcome. Hey, woke zombie. How's it going, dude? Woke zombie, will you share your syringe with me? Metaverse guy, what up? Froggity Frog, ayo. Welcome, everybody. So you guys know the rules with marbles. Everyone's invited. If you win, you get a creator coin. More specifically, creator coins will allow you to add your own favorite meme to my stream, such as this one. What did you say? Which, as you saw what I did with Woke Zombie, we can attach to a command so that you can type this in as soon as you jump into my stream. Woke Zombie, will you share your syringe with me? It's a great way to say hello. So let's go on a approved Arctic adventure. Sounds fun. So I'll give you guys a moment as we load in. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Well, look who decided to show.
All right. We're racing. Good luck, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, yo, 24's here. What up, dude? Welcome, welcome. Weak beer, says Woke Zombie. I believe it. Alright, they're off. Let's see it. Wet Noodle, show us your moves. But Woke Zombie is speeding on through. So is Jayona, Metaverse guy. And of course, the Zoom Zoomzy. The Zooming Zumzy. There goes Jayona and Metaverse guy. Seem to have a sizable lead, followed by Wicked, Zumzy, and OG. Hey, OG. OG Shakespeare. Never shakes your beer. To drink or not to drink? That's never the question. Just drink. Looks like we still got a neck and neck race here between Jayona and Metaverse guy. Oh, Jayona popping on through. Let's go. Oh, getting stuck on this. Oh, but Metaverse guy squeezes through. I think Jayona's still gonna. Oh, whoa, Tommy. Oh, it's gonna be a close one. I don't know. This might be Jayona's. Let's go. Photo finish. Congratulations, Jayona. Jayona. GG's. Alright, writing down the name. I know I owe you more than one. Ooh, speaking of which, I think in the future, and don't quote me on this, we're going to be giving away other things other than creator coins. You guys can quote me on it. But congratulations on the win, Jayona. So if anybody has things they want to give away that are, you know, relatively free, like I'm not saying, hey, give me one of your Sandbox assets. But such as like a Sakar bronze ticket might be something. Hey, congratulations, Jayona. Your crate of beer costs less than 2 pints of beer. Wow. Well, Wook Zombie, if you could pound those back, you got some serious value there. Let's go to Custom Phantom Apparatus. Sounds fun. One more race. Wow, this looks fancy. Hop on in, everybody. Exclamation point play. So here's the deal. If I win one of these races, I will give away a Sandbox asset. Give it away now. Speaking of, did you guys know that I had a POAP for the Penguin game, Penguin Park? Did you know? I don't think I distributed this. Do you guys like POAPs? I mean, it's a rhetorical question. Of course you do. So while we're racing, I think it's only fair that I launch this POAP. OG smokes. Claim no, Caratros, don't. That'll summon the bots. We don't want to summon the bots, Caratros. We don't want to summon the bots. So, if you guys use the special code word in chat, you can summon the bots. And then click that keyword, that URL there. But we're going to give another race or two. Let me know if it works. There's a chance it won't work. Yo, Rodrich, what up, dude? Alright, the racers are off. See if you spot your name here in the slowdown. Summon different. Oh, we should do sacrifice goat.
Some of you may
die,
but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Well, so far, yeah, there's no bots, but the bots will arrive. They'll be here. Worked fine here. Great! I'm happy to report that to Austin. Austin is the one who kind of set up this whole automated Twitch command, which it's honestly saved me a lot of hassle. So, nice POAP. Glad you guys like it. That was based on the Penguin Park release. I should have given those POAPs out last week.
You say?
Alright, so leading the pack here is Nervex, followed by Karatros and Rodrich. Cool course here. So we've got Karatros, Nervex, and Noble. Neck and neck with Nervex and Noble. Everybody getting stuck here on the pegs. Keep in mind, if Halfd0rk wins, we're going to do a raffle for a Sandbox NFT. So you guys might want Halfd0rk to win. You might want it. Here comes the finish line. It seems like Ikion might have the victory here. Unless there's an upset in the center here. Anyone's game, but it looks like Ikion, Major Lira have the first attempt at falling into the victory pit. There goes Ikion. That's a victory. Congratulations, Ikion Art! GG! Wicked's like, go Halfd0rk! Yeah, please win Halfd0rk! Oh, thank you, Wicked. Appreciate it. Bruh. Second place as usual. Well, if you ain't first, Major Lira, you last. It's just the way it is. But better luck next time. GG's! So, Ikion Art, I'm writing down your name. Owe you a creator coin. We're going to do one more race. Keep in mind, if I win, we're going to do a raffle for an NFT that you can use in the Sandbox right now, right today. Well, as soon as I send it, which will be within 7 business days. But you can use it right now today if you win it. Alright, one more race, one more. Let's do a boost map. Crypto Woody, what up, dude? Welcome. Okay, we're gonna do a booster. So if you haven't played the boost modes before, you could type !boost space 100 when you're racing. And I will be kind of distributing this POAP throughout the week. It's still open for another 6 minutes here. Buster, welcome. I wonder if combining this command, this summon command, with this marbles game is a good thing. It might kind of confuse the bots, which is, you know, good. Hey, Buster, doing well. Thanks for asking. I could also just tie it directly to ! play. I wonder if that would break things. We'll try that next time around. Come on in if you guys want to play. ! Play. Hey, Gardican, what up? Welcome. What does summon do? That is for POAP. But I tried to use a command that wasn't very bot sensitive. So generally the bot command is for claim. And yes, it is for free. It is indeed for free. All right, we're going to start at the race here in a moment.
Hi!
Hey! Halfd0rk, what up?
But
Welcome
wait! There's
There's
more!
more! But wait!
Holla at your boy!
Hey, what up? Lombusta, how you doing? Chillin'. All right, 10 seconds. It's too late now. Jazzwolf, no! Did you make it? I don't know if you made it. All right, racers. They're off. So keep in mind, this is a boost track. You can see this long pathway to the finish line. Win, or right now, whenever you want. There goes Jayona. You can exclamation point boost space up to, I think, like 600. So depending on the speed, you will go beyond the racetrack, or you'll land safely within it. But you'll want to wait until you're at the bottom here before you boost. You might get more than one boost, so when you see your name, boost away. There goes Major Lyra. They're out of here. Oh, I see Philip boosting off. Merrick Mark just pushed V off the map. Wait, no, V. You're safe. You're good. Oh, no. All right. Everybody's down here. Marley Man is bouncing back and forth. Might have boosted too early there, Marley Man. All right, we got Philip, Mr. Merrick Mark, Froggity Frog, Jayona. All right, let's zoom up to the first place here. See if anybody passes them. Guys, it's not too late to boost. I think you can boost more than once. If you don't, Philip is going to win. Which is not a bad thing. Oh, I'm just saying. There goes Jayona. Giving it a try. No, Jayona! Nope. This might be a Philip Light victory. Well played. GG! Alright, everybody else. Let's see maximum boosts. I want to see you fly. Come on, SSK Wolf. Wolves can fly. Wolves can fly. Oh, there's a flyer. Who was that? Lone Buster, Marley Man, VOX, thank you for flying. Keep your hands inside the marbles at all time. There goes OG, metaverse guy. Just zooming on by. Wicked. Nick Skull lands in. Garnikin lands. Safely. Felicia, cold cuts. You know what? I never boosted. Yeet! Nervex! Away! Our people need us! Yeet! Well, GG everybody. But especially GG to Philip Light. Big GG, as they say. Who says that? I said it. That's now what I will say every time. Big GG, Philip Light. Alright, that was the last game. GG. So what are we doing? We are making our space game. And I'm not very happy with it right now. Mainly because it crashed on me last night. And I actually lost 30 minutes to an hour of work. Which is kind of frustrating. But that's the way of the world. That's what happens when you play with fire. But you can see here, I have a first-person spaceship. And we're going to take a look at the animations, probably. I added lasers. I don't really like them. Also, the one on the left is a little bit lazy. We got a lazy laser. But yeah, congrats, Philip Light. I don't know if I have your wallet address. Let me check. Yeah, Philip Light, I'm going to send you a creator coin claim. So that way I can send you this coin, lickety-split. But yeah, that's it for the POAPs. We'll probably do another couple during the week. But yeah, that's it for the POAPs. We'll probably do another. Philip Light, I just sent you the Google form. So if you fill that out, I will be able to get you a creator coin. Creator coins, if you guys didn't know, were the prizes for those marble races. You can submit your own favorite meme, such as this one.
What did you say?
Exchanging it for just one creator coin, like your favorite meme. You can now play it when you come up on stream if you want to redeem one creator coin. I also have a custom NFT line, which I haven't showed these off in a while. Here was Dilectronics. But if you would like a custom 3D NFT, these are 5 creator coins, so you better start saving up. I can now show you Rad Condats, because he got to see it this past weekend. So take a look at Rad Condat here. Tell me what you think. So if you're interested in having a custom 3D NFT commissioned after you, or something that inspires you. Zumzy, for example, had a World of Warcraft character. Gold cuts, thanks. Oh, you got one! Awesome, Philip Light. Okay, cool. Beautiful man, right? He even has chest hair. 3D models with chest hair. But just one more example. We have OG Shakespeare in chat. So I basically had like a poet's body. Gave it an anime face on a beer can. And then Zumzy, their inspiration was a World of Warcraft character. So I might have gone the extra mile and purchased those 3D models on their back. But I think it turned out pretty cool. So these are 5 creator coins. So just keep that in mind if you're saving up. In the meantime, we're going to be taking a gander at how to approach the logic for this section here. So you can see I kind of have this right here, this light laser. So what I want to do is I want to have a very simple mechanic where it's like you walk up to and interact with this kind of I don't know what to call this, like a radio wave maybe. Yeah, well, Zumzy, you commissioned it. So Zumzy's commission, I basically found the armor in a database and kind of threw it together, very much like Sims and Dress Up. So Zumzy gave me the starting point, and I just kind of built the model around it. So here's what we want to do. We want to use an asset spawner. And we need the asset spawner to kind of spawn that same asset. So we're going to do light wave. And that light wave, we're going to spawn directly on top of it. And we're going to do it based on an interact. So trigger and spawn are also kind of messages that default. We don't need it for now. So this will be planet. A couple things. We want there to be a kill command after we spawn this object. It's going to need a behavior, a plant behavior. That way it destroys itself. So we're basically spawning a variation of this radio wave when we interact with it. And so the interaction then needs to be noticeable. So I'm going to make a indicator. So this will be test for now. And we do want it to have an objective on it so we can easily find it. So I'm going to go into rules. We're going to make our first quest here. The first quest, we're going to call it delivery for now. And it's going to auto launch, auto unlock. We're kind of like setting this up for now, so I'm not too worried about all of these messages. But now if I were to click on that again, I can go back to that indicator and I can see the quest shows up. So we can give this a tag test just so it appears. So everything should work here, except now we need a message broadcaster to kill it after a few moments. So basically, every time we interact... Ooh, this is interesting. So we're going to do a number pad. And this is just like the one thing I can build on top of, because my invisible floor isn't an actual block, so I can't like build on it. So everything's going to be glued to this test block over here. That wave looks familiar. Yeah, VVOX, about that. Collab. Ooh, Philip Light. Okay, I'm glad you're interested. So Philip Light is mentioning an idea I kind of had over the weekend was creator coins can be used for a future Game Jam collaboration. So let me know how you all feel about that. You could purchase at auction to join a Game Jam team with me. And as you know, Game Jams are roughly 2 weeks in length. So we will start to finish a Game Jam together. And I think that might be fun. And yeah, just having a team of you all from the community. I think that is an excellent way to kind of build and explore, you know, the knowledge that we all share. Kind of like, you know, as a community. Plus, I think it's a fun event to host. I would like that so much. Yay, Froggity Frog likes it too. 9A likes it. Cool. O24 likes it. Little Legion likes it. Well, I guess it's settled. We'll probably do that maybe for the next Game Jam that's announced. So we have Voxadeus, we have Smurfs. Whatever comes next, hold me to it. If you guys are into it, we should do it. So the specific tags within range are going to be the planets. And so we're waiting to receive interact. So this health component here is basically going to be an intermittenary like timer. So we're going to have him reset after 1 second when an interact message is sent out. And that interact message is going to send to a message broadcaster. So MB for message broadcaster. It's going to do kill.wave. So this message broadcaster then is just waiting for that. Kill.wave. And it has the tag MB for message broadcaster. The delay will have 2 seconds. And it's sending that to all of our tags. We actually want this to be wave tag, not planet tag. But that's okay, I haven't set that up anywhere else. We want it on this asset spawner. We want the tag to be wave. Let's just see if this works right out of the box. So I'm looking for my test asset, which is right here. It's actually a little bit lower than I would have liked. So I got the interact message. However, it didn't kill our health pad over here. So a couple things. We're gonna lower this. And then we also want to attach a message speaker to this same asset, the same one that is, when we interact with it, it's spawning. So we're actually going to have a new message go out when we interact, only once, sending out that kill wave sequence. So we'll do message spoken will be interact.planet. And that way, over here with this health command, it'll understand like, oh, he touched the planet. So we saw it died in the background. It's still a little bit inconsistent for me to like click, but that's just because my model is so small. So what I want to do is make it visible so I can see it better. And then I'm going to change the depth delay here for this guy to 3. Okay, so when we interact, you can see in the background here, after 3 seconds, it should explode. There it goes, it exploded in the background. But now my asset is visible. So we didn't get to see the intended effect. So let me just remove the visibility again. And this time at the indicator, we'll display interaction. Start test. So when I get close, I'll see that message appear. Start test. So I'll click that. It spawns the wave. Then after 3 seconds, the wave is destroyed. So this is going to be the idea between our game. Our game is going to be like, go perform a analysis on all the local planets. And so I can have it. It's where the player has to go to each one of these planets and send out a test wave. And when you do that, when you send out a test wave, you'll get quest credit, but it's also going to tell you a little bit about the planet. So this planet, is called Halfd0rk. And so we can only start the test once. However, we can spawn more assets. So that's something we need to disable. So we're actually going to add a toggle. Initially, it will be on. But we want it to turn off when it receives that kill.wave. However, I am going to be making multiples of these, so I need to make sure that we only have one per. So this will be interact Halfd0rk. So I'm adding extra tags here so it communicates only with what I want it to. So we're actually going to make a new message and replace the old one. And we can walk through it again, because I know a lot of you are interested once it's finished. So we have our health component that is going to be sending out kill.Halfd0rk rather than kill wave. And so it's going to be doing this whenever we receive a kill.planet. So for now, I can do like kill planet as kind of a placeholder. So each time we receive one of those kill messages, it's specifically going to kill the wave. But at the same time, that message is going to be sent out to anything specific. So we can have just one message broadcaster. That's the point. We have one message broadcaster, but we have several different like intermittent characters that are kind of like clearing the planet spawned assets. So for example, this is the planet spawned asset, this light wave. So let me have another planet here for testing. We'll do this one over here. Let's find the name of it. So if we were to go to the web page for Voxadeus, we can see I'm currently working on the 3 sister planets. So they have like this kind of Wikipedia of sorts. And so they have the 3 sister planets, which is Halfd0rk, Halfd0rk, and Halfd0rk. So this one will be Halfd0rk. So I'm going to name it Halfd0rk right here. Metaverse, thanks. Metaverse guy, have a fantastic day. Night, all the above. Good night. See you next time. If anybody else is streaming 30 minutes from now, would love to raid you. Else,
And I love you, random citizen.
Else we'll wrap it up when we feel it. O24 here in chat streams Vox Edit pretty frequently, 3 times a week, I believe. O24, what is your stream schedule? Like, what are your current plans? Is there more data on the moons? Good question, Little Legion. I think the moons have like no data. If you're talking about the Wikipedia page, because that was a little bit frustrating. I was looking for more data, but they only labeled the planets themselves. So they just said, oh, these are the many moons. Which I might end up just naming what I want. And they'll just, you know, maybe correct me. Ooh, O24, Tuesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, for sure. O24, I am a big fan. I don't know if you knew this. But guys, make sure you go check out Golden Boy. He's the Ombre. A-U-Embre. Guess it makes it so they have room to expand. True. I mean, if anything, you could have like a game on one of these moons, and so it's like you can just hop into it whenever you feel. You have like a story. But so great, we have our indicator, this Hux planet, which, as you saw, I kind of set up the asset spawner outside of the planet itself. And there's a reason for that. And let me just go ahead and show you what I have in mind for kind of like displaying the lore. So I have these NFT frames. What I want to do is when a player interacts with a planet, it's going to show up nearby an NFT frame with a Voxodeus specific asset. And that is going to kind of prompt like, hey, you're learning about this. So the image displayed will be an NFT. And so let me just find a Voxodeus asset just for testing. Ombre, let's go. So I actually purchased one specifically for this kind of contest. So one thing I've kind of committed to is having memorabilia from everything I've been doing in the space. So let's just say, for example, these game jams. Like I purchased a Smurf for the Smurf game jam. I'm purchasing a Voxodeus asset, and it's kind of like a token. Like even if I don't win, like I'm not gonna say I'm you know number one. I'm maybe not even top 10, but you know it's kind of like my way of saying, hey, I made this thing. So here's the Voxodeus asset. We want it to kind of spawn here after the interact messages. This will be Halfd0rk. We kind of want it to kind of like spawn here. So how can I make that happen? Well, first of all, I'm going to need kind of like a location for it to spawn. So for that, I'm going to make a number pad. This is going to be the spawn location. It's right here. It'll be invisible, and it'll be Halfd0rk.1. So my NFT image is going to be killed when interact.guestBrux is received, which we attached to that light wave. So it's going to respawn at guestBrux.1. And we want it to be instantaneous. We'll hide everything else. And just for testing, we're going to give it a plant behavior as well. And lastly, we'll move it out of the way. And then what else? We wanted our hucks to be a new test. We're going to asset spawn. And so this is the deal with the asset spawn. It won't rotate an object or asset. So that's kind of why I had to attach the asset spawner to this one. Because I want it to act kind of like a radio wave, like you're kind of watching the signal expand. If I were to attach it to one of these planets, we can see that they are positioned to where the green is vertical. So that would mean our ripple, if it was spawning from this planet, would spawn like this, kind of like a not facing the direction we want it. So that's why I added this one on the outside. So there's a couple benefits to this. If I approach it from this angle and we interact with it, well, it didn't spawn my NFT, and it didn't kill it. So a couple things didn't work that time. Oh, we're lagging. Ooh, we're lagging. So I'm wondering why the asset spawner doesn't have a one-time turn on, turn off. But that's okay because we can toggle it. So we have kill.guestBrux, which, as we saw over here, is being received. Oh, I see. So I didn't have guestBrux as a tag. I had test as the tag. So kill.guestBrux is being received over here by this guy. So interact.guestBrux kills this one, causing him to respawn. So this is the one thing that isn't currently working. Respawn to tag guestBrux.1. Huh. Which I associated with this right here. guestBrux.1. Did I spell it wrong? Nope. Spelled it right. Let's try it again. So we approach. It's very hard to line this up right now, so I gotta fix that. So if that number pad doesn't die, a couple things are not happening as they should. So it looks like our interaction message that's coming from this asset isn't being sent out. Oh, I did interact.planet. That's why. So it needs to be interact.guestBrux. That should have just fixed everything. Great. So we have our NFT over here. And then everything dies after 3 seconds. The only thing was, our NFT did not look correct. So we're going to move it down, just so we can like visibly look at it. And then our wave here, it's a little bit hard to interact with. So I'm going to place a sign in front of it. Ugh. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. So while I'm working on it, I'm gonna go ahead and make a floor. That way I'm not like clicking through the ground. So obviously this green floor will not make it into the final draft, because it's causing more problems by having the invisible floor. So when the NFT respawns, it's actually removing the picture. Interesting. So we don't want that, actually. That's a pretty big bummer, not gonna lie. Okay, what about this thought? What if instead of this asset dying and respawning, we have something it's attached to? My cat wants to say hello. Come here. Hi. You know, like looking at the light.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
You try and work like this? She's actually getting comfortable. It's kind of funny. Yeah, this is tipsy. Yeah, you're tipsy. Come on. She's very confused right now. Okay, alright, okay, alright, don't claw me, don't claw me! Ah, yeah.
Don't drop that da-da-da. Hey, don't drop that da-da-da.
Best spot in the house, on my shoulder. It seemed like she did not like it. That might not, in fact, be the best spot in the house. VOX also says it's a comfy spot. I don't know. She's got cold shoulders herself. Wait, is that even a word? A thing? Okay, what happened? What happened? So we are going to respawn our NFT image, but I'm attaching it to this number pad. So what was happening was the NFT image had the health component, and so it was dying and respawning. So instead, I'm attaching that to this number pad here. So the numbers pad respawns to tag guestpirax.1. It's happening when interact.guestpirax goes out, and we're hiding it. And then we're also attaching the plant behavior, which basically kills it a different way. So if you guys didn't know, health components can respawn. Health components can respawn to tags. Health components can reset. Plant behaviors completely remove it from the game and actually clear up logic for the game. So like,
Wait! There's more!
So if you find yourself lagging in your game experience, you can thus add plant behaviors to things that already occurred. So let's say you have a message that goes out at a specific time, but then the message keeps looping for whatever reason. Like maybe the player steps on it again. You can attach a plant behavior to kill it And then you set up that kill trigger somewhere else later in the game where they don't need that previous, message that keeps looping. And so by attaching a plant behavior, you can kill off assets that are, creating logic and thus slowing down your game. So this is something that was recommended, I think, by Cyberdragon. And ever since, I've been trying to incorporate it. And so, yeah, right now we have a health component that is basically controlling our NFT image. And so now we're going to test to see when we interact with this asset spawner, it's going to respawn this image right next to us. And then after 3 seconds, it's going to kill it, completely removing it from the game. What else? I think it needed this tag here, down here. Guess Halfd0rk. Why am I able to go through this? Oh, that's why. It's because my collision is a little bit wonky. My collision is actually like... we're in first person, by the way. But because I've made the collision as it is, it's a little bit off-center. Let me start the test. Damn it. So we're going to use a different asset here. Baker Smurf, sure. No, I'm not going to save it. I'm going to regret it. Cool. So yeah, by adding that anchor, we were actually preventing the NFT from resetting. Hey Maddox, what up, dude? Welcome. Welcome in. So here's the deal. We have the interact. The interact works. However, my spaceship has very poor collision because of the way it's kind of set up in first person. So instead of walking up to these planets and interacting with them, I am instead going to set up a speaker. So I'm going to remove it from this asset. We're going to attach it to the sign. The sign is going to be specifically a speaker for guest Halfd0rk. And so it is going to only solely speak when it detects the player. So the detector notices the player. And when it does so, it sends out the entire interact sequence of events. So that means with our ripple here, we're also going to change the spawning to interact.guest_Halfd0rk. So it's going to do all the same things, except now we don't have to click E. Opa! Plants are awesome. We could do everything with those. O24 suggests having a cat tree. That's something I might consider having behind me. But I do also have a curtain here, so you can't see my messy room. OG Shakespeare, I understand. The cat claws are real. It's clawful. Okay, so we can see that NFT looks great. Looks great. I'll approach this. And it doesn't look like my speaker component detected the player. Looks like, oh, it's because my detection range is so low. Now it should work. So we walk into the space. We can see that my asset does indeed keep that NFT image. Obviously, it's not going to be 3-second intervals when it, spawns and dies. So a couple things here. We want to place our NFT in front of this number pen. In fact, I'll hide it kind of like so. So right now it's kind of hard to understand, I suppose, what's going on with all those green lines. So I'm going to try and clean up a little bit. So again, we approach the moon. It begins to scan. Blah, 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 blah. Information detected. And it tells us more about the planet. Blah, 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 blah. So we approach. You can find this guy here. So we gotta figure out what type of information we're giving to the player. But it's a neat way, I would say, to kind of tell the player, hey, you found, you know, this. I would also like for it to be interact based, but you can't have everything. We can't have it all. We'll have an indicator here that says scan, question mark. We'll do size equals 12. And then I'm going to adjust the delay here for the death timer. We'll do 12 seconds. And then we're also going to be setting up asker behaviors. I don't think I have anything in terms of the particular asset for displaying asset behaviors. So we're just going to use more signs. Except the signs are going to be attached to this detector here. So we'll do Gesip Fox Asker 1. And so now if I search Gespirox, which I've been spelling it wrong every single time, Gespirox, if I attach it, we won't see it in the game. And so it's just kind of there visually for me behind the scenes. So because the parent is invisible. So this one over here is receiving the message and also dying. This one's going to be interact.hux and kill.hux. So that is going to be done on a different planet. This one here. And so we'll set that up. That's probably where we'll end, is after we set up a second planet. And so I will approach it from a different angle. But the idea that we're kind of going for with this game is having planets that when you approach, it tells you a little bit of information about people that live here and what you can find on the planet. Dot, dot, dot. So we can also delete these assets, you know, just as a habit here. When we're done, well, actually, no, we don't want to delete these. We want the player to be able to approach and learn more if they want to. That is something I should encourage. It's like, hey, you can walk up to it and approach it again. Except we also want to make sure that they can't get full quest completion by just talking to the same planet 5 times in a row. So that'll be one hiccup that we'll work on later. So this will be done with interact.guestbureaus. So we can see there's a lot of information being presented here. So I will be adjusting, you know, what you can see. These moon indicators, for example, that's kind of unnecessary. So I'm going to remove those. But we approach, it says information about people that live here and what you can find on the planet. And it displays this image, which is a literal NFT, and I can use any of the NFTs that Voxadeus had created. I'll also adjust the timer here, because I feel like it was up not long enough. So we'll actually do 30 seconds for each of those timers. And then I'm going to move these out of range. And we're going to duplicate them. So these will essentially be invisible to the eye. For now, they're just kind of where they are. So this will be NFT MP Hux. This will be NFT frame Hux. Then this one will be NFT frame Gespirox. Hey, Sparky Snickle, what up? Welcome, Sparky.
Really, on a scale of 1 to 10,
You are an 11. We're working on our Voxadeus game. So, more or less... Did I just snort? You know what? Moving on. It's a star map where you get to explore the universe, the galaxy, that Voxadeus had created. And so there's a lot of things going on, but also, you know, it's supposed to be like a exploratory adventure. I do want that... Huh, interesting. I want the image to be revealed and face the player, so the player isn't always going to approach, you know, my spawner from the right angle. Let's say if the player kind of, whoops, falls off to their death. But if the player, like, comes from this side, they're not going to see the image. So I'm going to see if I can come up with a solution for that. So for example, like this here, we'll have a speaker component that will point it at the player, look at the player. When interact, that Gespirox goes out. So if I do approach from a different side, it didn't seem to shift that at all. So look at player. When interact at Gespirox goes out. However, my asset up here might be spawning too fast. So I want it to kind of turn, then spawn. So we'll do 0 death delay. So that worked. That actually worked as intended. So now it's hiding behind the planet. Which isn't a bad thing, I suppose. I think what I'll do is place it above the planet. So like directly above, and then I'm also going to be spawning, I think, more of these guys. So like one on every side. This is just for aesthetic purposes. I mean, like, nothing I'm doing is really needed for the game. But I like to make it look like you're, you know, interacting with these assets. So let's see how this looks. So obviously we'll remove those icons, the test icons. What is your function? Oh, 24. Function is to display NFT. So right now the NFT image that's spawning is a little bit too big. Also the player camera is kind of inconsistent. The player does have to look at it. So yeah, lots of tests going on here. I'll find something I like. Is anybody streaming right now? Is it just me? It does appear to just be me. Is anybody going on live soonish? I dominate. Well, I also try to have like a structured like 2 hours that I'm done. So if anybody ever wants to, you know, follow up, I'm happy to send a raid your way.
Bing chilling, 我很喜欢冰淇淋。
Bing chilling? Ice cream? And yes, if anybody also has questions about Game Maker, it's always a good opportunity to ask during the streams. Because I enjoy breaking down mechanics. I enjoy talking about, you know, the things that make these things work. So anything I can do to help you in your games, let me know.
Perfection.
Perfection. So with all our light waves now, we're going to remove some of the indicators. So the indicators themselves, they all had that same delivery as the like icon, the message. So I'm going to put that on a different asset. Got 1, 2. We'll go ahead and put it on the planet itself. However, we also want to attach it to an asset so it removes itself. I got a lot of stuff going on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. So I think what will happen is I'll have a detector note the player arriving. And so this detector here will be like, hey, do you want to scan? So it'll be approach.guestpirox. And so when we approach guestpirox, it'll then prompt us like, do you want to scan? Scan. Or we can say leave, and that'll just end it. And so that way, I can prompt the player to kind of arrive in a specific way and then decide like, hey, I'm actually going to do this quest. So we approach. It says information about people here. Scan or leave. So if I do leave, nothing happens. But if I approach again, after 5 seconds, I have to give it 5 seconds. Scan. Beep beep boop bop boop beep beep boop bop boop beep boop bop boop. So we get this NFT image. Which, while it's facing us, I'm not really keen on it. So what I might do is, like, I'll have 4... and this is kind of excessive, I'll admit. But I'll have 4 different, like, spawning NFT images. And then it'll be like a box on top of it. It's an idea. But we'll play with that idea. Questions about D&D? Garnican, I would love to answer questions about D&D. That's one of my hobbies. I love D&D. Dorks and Dames. The roleplay sensation. What if I want to know what you're wearing? Well, 24, I'm not wearing pants. I'll tell you that much. Or have a 2-week break from D&D. Sparky? Yes. But also, I'm sorry. Are you going to stream at Carotros? Yeah, Carotros, if you'd like to stream, I'd love to send a raid your way. Hey, the whole work from home like vibe is no pants. Fit check? What's a fit check? What is a fit check? But yeah, what am I gonna do? I show off my outfit? Chest boxers. I mean, 24, I don't think anybody's really interested in that. Outside of you, which, I'll just send you DMs. And yeah, Little Legion, if you work from home, you're allowed to sit in your underwear. It's just the way of the world. For free! Yes, for free. My NFT images are a little bit too large, I think. Let's take a look how this one works. So I kind of want... The NFT images are also going to be a one-time thing. Depending on how I approach this. I think... Okay, so here's the idea that I'm going to play with. I'm going to have 2 NFT images that are just up there until the end of the game. Like, they just never go away. They don't delete. So I'm going to have one... They're going to be back-to-back. So we'll have one facing this way. And then we'll just flip it around and put it right back-to-back. And right on top as well. And up here, we'll have our NFT image. So it's essentially the same thing, but flipped. And we don't even have to flip it here. Instead, we just need to connect them like the parents. They are. This will be NF Guestprox 2. This will be NFT Guestprox 2. So then if I go to the hierarchy, I can search, and I'll attach the frame to the number pad. The number pad then also receives a new respawn tag, so Guestprox.2, which will then just attach here. Guestprox.2. And so now if I play the game and I approach, we'll have an NFT on both sides. So it did spawn both of the number pads. However, the other one did not flip. And that was because I added the turn. And so we don't want the turn anymore. So if you recall, I did the speaker interact turn towards the player. And so we're actually just going to remove that. So now we have a NFT on both sides of the planet, so you can always see it. And that will just remain up. I'm not going to remove it. So that way the player will also be like, oh, I already visited that planet because it has a giant ass box on top of it. And we can also put these number pads directly on top of each other. We don't want the indicators, I don't think. Yeah, we can just remove the indicators here. Garnikin, in your opinion, what effect would Sunlight Ring have on a normal human? Would it protect against sunburn, migraine? I'm looking for an excuse for a normal human to wear one. Oh, well, Garnikin, first thing I'll do is look up the item. I like these types of questions. Because they are kind of subjective. So it's a Sunlight Ring 5E. So we can take a look, D&D break here. So Sunlight Ring is a silver band with ruby or topaz. Gives resistance to radiant damage. So what effect? Sunburned, I think, is actually a great suggestion. So it protects you from sunlight sensitivity. Maybe it gives you like a glow. So you know how people suggest like pregnant women have like this glow to them. Like perhaps this gives your skin like a unnatural kind of sunny glow. But yeah, I would say protects from like sun skin damage. I think that's a great idea. Immunity to dead things. What? I didn't know that was part of it. So we have our number pads, and we have our images. However, the number pads are a little bit clunky. They're kind of bulky. So I'm not sure how I feel about them. So for testing, let's see how this looks. I'm okay with it. Or Dark Magicka, not privy. Yeah, I mean, it's an idea. I think this item, you know, having those kind of subtle influences gives it a little bit more roleplay aesthetic. You know, so you can bring it up in conversation when you're roleplaying. Which is always fun, I would say. So with my number pads, I want to remove that plant behavior as well. Because these are going to stay up, you know, forever now. And we can't really hide them. So if I were to remove the visibility, it's also going to remove the visibility on my NFT NP. There's no way to kind of override a parented one. But what I can do to hide it even better, this is something I actually didn't consider until just now, is I can just duplicate this frame and use it as the anchor. And we can just hide it literally inside of itself. So this will be the NFT frame Halfd0rk. And I'll add an A into it just to kind of give the impression like, oh, this is the anchor. So again, we're just kind of hiding the frame inside of itself. And so it's basically going to do the same thing that these number pads were doing, which all it was a health component with a tag Halfd0rk that respawns the tag based on the interact. Okay, easy enough. So we're removing the NFT image from this fake one. And it's waiting for the interact. And it's spawning on Halfd0rk. Respawn to tag Halfd0rk.1. Yeah, looks good. So same deal here. Removing the image. And we're replacing it with a health component. Respawn to tag Halfd0rk.2. The death message will be the interact. And we'll hide the health bar. Cool, now we can just go to the number pads and just remove them from the equation. Instead, attaching them. So the name is a little bit long, but we can see the idea here. So this one, delete. This one, delete. So now when they spawn, it should be hiding the number pads a little bit better. However, it does appear that I've broken something else.
Hot stuff!
The Game Engineer, what up? The Game Engineer, I like your name. Welcome in. So we have our anchors, which are essentially the same asset. And so I'm just trying to hide the image. So the image is there, but now it's dying. So it appears as though it's spawning, but now it's dying. So I did something wrong when I transitioned everything. I think it's because of the delay, actually, for the death delay. So we do want some time, maybe. I see. So we're still getting that number pad appearing. Is it this one? So they're spawning, but then they're getting covered up. I see. Okay, so there was just like an extra couple voxels I needed to give it so it could breathe. Easy enough. Well, it tells me I shouldn't use this asset. Good thought, though. What's brewing today? Nothing much, D-Gamer. I'm working on the Voxa Deus Game Jam entry. So if you're familiar with the Sandbox, they do game jams and voxel, like Vox editing contests. And so there's a prize pool, several $1,000s, for those of us that can make, you know, a cool, you know, like, experience. So I'm trying to make an experience where you're exploring the stars, and it's relative to the Voxa Deus lore. And so I'm testing several mechanics here. We have these images that appear. I mean, they look okay. Like, I just don't like that yellow kind of border that appears. So I can adjust that. I can actually hide it inside of the planet. And then we also want to remove these scanners. And we're going to work on the quest today. So the quest itself is going to be like the main, kind of like premise of the game. So we'll be exploring, and you'll want to basically discover all of these different planets. And so the quota of the game itself is like 5 minutes of gameplay. So I got to ensure that we're hitting that 5-minute mark. Also, we made this morning. I'm not really into it. It's our bacon-wrapped planet. It's got potential. Don't get me wrong. It's not really what I was going for. It's just what happened. But yeah, I don't think anybody else is going to be streaming today. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. This is a good stopping point for me. But you can see where I'm headed, what I'm thinking. Hopefully you'll see some clear progress tomorrow. That's one tasty looking bacon wrap planet. You like the bacon feel? Well, Sparky. And yeah, Little Legion and OG, I appreciate the bacon love. I want to keep tweaking it. But if the bacon meme sticks, like if we like the bacon, maybe we'll keep it. The planet itself does need to be a little bit more colorful, so it pops a little bit more. Because right now it's just kind of meatball brown. Meatball brown. Is that in the Crayola box? Is that what they named the brown there? Meatball brown. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Thanks everybody for watching. Do check out O24 today, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. O24K here in chat. OG Shakespeare streams early mornings, late nights. So if you're interested in a late night stream, check out OG Shakespeare. Any other streamers here in chat? Yeah, O24 with the bits. Thank you very much. Thanks for the follows. Well, you had some new friends today. D Game Engineer, Lombusta, OXK, and Sad Black Eyes. Thanks for the follows. Shout out to all my VIPs. You know who you are in case you forgot. We got Vvox, O24, Cold Cuts, Jayona, Little Legion, Nick Skull, Nervex, Sparky Snickle, SSK Wolf, Woke Zombie, and Zoomzy. Zoomzy. Thanks, guys. Ooh, Nervex with a meme coming in hot. Oh my god, yes, we need this. We need this. Wait, I have to show it on screen now. Let's do window. Firefox.
That's a spicy meatball!
Thank you, Nervex, for that one. I'm actually considering clipping that. Alright, thank you, everybody.
Ciao ragazzi, questo...
Philip Light, thank you. Looking forward to it. Have a great night, day, everybody. Thanks all. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. See ya.